but as you can see or hear, it's windy, and the cars will be flying everywhere, and there was less wind before when I did here, and I was chasing the cards off the table, and so I'm good. I learned my lesson, so I have to find a different spot. But yeah, it is Thursday at 11:47. It's beautiful. Hello everybody, welcome to Inward Revolution. My name is Delana. Thank you guys for being here. It has been a minute. I can't believe it's been, I think, 11 days since I did a last video. Time flies. Yeah. You know, I just been doing my thing. I've been busy, but dang, I didn't know it had been 11 days. So I apologize for the wait. Yeah, it was just like that Friday on the 21st, I got like a respiratory whatever, like chest infection, not chest infection because I didn't even go to the doctor, but like I had like chest congestion, and then it was my birthday, and then it was Thanksgiving, and you know, recuperating. Anyways, I hope you guys are all doing well. I came here yesterday, but it was windy as hell, and I came here today earlier, and it's still windy as hell. So we're gonna do it anyway because I have a lot of downloads. Oh, this is a donkey that walk. So it is Friday. It is Friday at what time? 10:16. So let's see, I have downloads. So I had a dream about a horse, and it was like okay, so that is the horse making the neighing sound. But the vision that I have was the horse on its back hind legs, and then I saw a mouse. So isn't the myth that like horses are afraid of mice or something? So I'm sorry, my it's windy, my eyes are watery, my throat's a little itchy, so anyways. But isn't that the myth that horses are afraid of mice or something? But it's like it's a mouse, and the horse is 10,000 times bigger, 10,000 times stronger. You just step on the mouse, and the mouse is gone. But for some reason, you know, that little mouse makes a horse feel some type of way. So there's something about that. And then okay, I don't want to start chasing shit, so anyways, I have so something that you carry carries you. This dog is funny. Okay, something that you carries you, and in all lifetimes, past lives. Hey, past lives, and I got 6 lifetimes. That's mine. That's my glasses. I love my glasses over there. You can have them. I forgot my glasses though. Anyways, and then the sun rejuvenates your energy, your DNA. Like every time you're out in the sun, it revitalizes your DNA cells. The moonlight brings you peace. The wind, peace of mind. Your senses are heightened, and your connection to the Most High. You guys tap into the Most High with with the connection that you have. And it's like, I don't know if you guys ever seen E.T., but E.T. and Elliot, they go like this and they connect. It's like that's the energy The tip of the finger is the tip of your head, and the connection to the divine is the tip of their finger to your head. It's like, it's a, it just connects. And it says it's a mystical, it's a mystery, it's a magic within your soul. Your consciousness overflows with creativity and ideas. Write them down and bring them to life. It says your pain and suffering has grown into something beautiful. And then I got that song by Coldplay, Yellow. Your skin and bones have turned into something beautiful. I'll put the link below in the description box. It says you're abundant, and people around you see you're guarded, and you're protected by the Most High and by Gaia, by the earth, by the fire, by the wind, by the earth, air, water, fire, spirit, by the moon, the sun, the stars, and the wind. It says they all speak to you. You get messages through nature. You see beyond this life. The scary things are beautiful too. Fear is an illusion. And it's man-made. Fear no man, no woman. Fear comes from within. At times we are afraid. My nose is starting to run. At times we are afraid to be alone, to not be accepted, to get acceptance, to, be, to belong, to be liked. A lot of people have that, that fear of that, not having people around, or and that is why people do the ugliest things, so they can be liked, so they can belong, so they can be accepted, so they can, not be alone and forgotten, per se. And they say things with the foulest intentions, and their careless delivery and their carelessness about other people. It is hard to speak the truth a lot of the time. Sometimes, I always say, sometimes there's no other way to say it than to just say it, and that kind of sucks. But the truth can hurt, the truth can be sad, the truth can be give you any type of emotion, right? It says, there are people that can see past the masks of other people. Since I was little, I would always freak people out. Like, it's just the things that I say, or like, I freak people out. Sometimes I tap into things sometimes that I don't even realize that I'm tapping into, and even especially when I was younger too, and I would say things, and like, people, I would get like, what, like, I don't know, like a confused look, like, I don't know, it was weird, but there's people's gifts are being enhanced, so you may run into that often. If not, you could experience that with someone else. It says, be responsible for your own actions, your own choices, the good, bad, and the ugly. And there's a lot of people that can't move on from things. There's a lot of people that can't get closure. Sometimes, I had this experience with this guy. I asked for closure, and he was like, I ain't giving shit to you. I ain't giving you closure. And I was, at that moment, I was like, that's fucking mean. You know what I mean? Like, but it was an emotional manipulation, it was an emotional manipulation tactic, is what I meant to say. And it's just so I can, because a lot of times when we want closure and we don't get it from that person, we always tend to go back, or to, keep us on a string, right? And so when that person said that to me, I was like, wow, like, okay. But then in my head, I took it as like, okay, well, if you're not going to give it to me, I'll give myself closure, and sometimes that's hard for people to give themselves closure for someone else's bad or someone else's pain or hurt that they've given us or you. But a lot of the times, they just can't. We have to see it as the truth. Like, sometimes they intentionally don't want to give you closure because they want to use it as a manipulation tactic emotionally, and mentally, because you get in your head about it if you were really that needy or that attached to someone, or the attached to wanting closure. Expecting a person to give you closure, don't expect anybody to give you closure. I mean, it's great if they do, but that it may never come because that person is unwilling to take accountability. And you have, in order for someone to be truthful and honest with another person, it requires honesty, and it requires within themselves to give it to someone else. So you may be waiting a long time. Giving yourself closure means understanding that people aren't you. So just because you wouldn't do things and other people would do them to you, is just showing you that not everybody's like you, and not everybody thinks like you. Not everybody would do or not do the things that you would or wouldn't do. And if they do them to you, and that's something that you wouldn't do to them, then you need to evaluate who you have in your life and all these other things. So we are very likely to come across people who will do the exact opposite to us than we would do to others. In many ways, that's to show us that we are different, that there are people who will hurt you for the most unthinkable things, irrelevant things to us, but definable things to them, things that give them power and control, entitlement, betraying, feeling accepted, pride, money, because they can. And this is the horse thing. It says no one makes us feel any type of way. We feel that way because there's something in us that gets triggered or gets pushed or gets alerted that we already know, but we take it personal, whatever that is. Maybe it's not even meant for us, but that person, or we will take things, personal because there's something in us that it's showing us something, whether that's good or bad. So when for me, like when someone says, "Oh, well, you made me feel this way," it's like sometimes those are not people's intentions to make you feel some type of way. You know what I mean? So it's like you can say that because whatever they said or whatever they did hurt you and like affected you, but at the same time you have the power to control how you act, how you react, how you take it in, because you can really transmute that and like be honest with yourself and ask yourself, like, was that me, or did that come from a different place from them? And majority of the time, if we really are honest, it comes from the other person. It's another manipulation tactic to say, oh, well, they did this, they did that. But people do a lot of things. The way you deal with it is what matters and what counts. Because at the end of the day, you're responsible for yourself. You're responsible for your well-being, your mental well-being. So, let's get started. All right. I'm gonna do a reading for the collective. Thank you, God, source, spirit guides, angels, archangels, past on loved ones, ascended masters, spirit guides. Thank you for being here with the collective, and I thank you for guiding us, protecting us, loving us unconditionally, comforting us, protecting our minds, our bodies, our souls, our hearts, our crowns, our peace of mind, our mental status, our mental, physical and emotional and spiritual being, Protect our loved ones and protect everything that we work so hard for. What is going on? What other song did I hear yesterday? And ew. The devil. Judgment in Reverse. Justice in Reverse. Temperance and Death with the Chariot and the Moon. All right, so the devil is at play. The devil is trying to, I want to say, get out of judgment, to get out of to stay on top, to have the power, because justice is normally balanced, right? Well, reverse, it's unbalanced, and trying to keep the scales unbalanced, trying to keep judgment and karma and consequences at bay. Right here with the Temperance card, this is also balance, meaning this is divine balance. It is coming it is gaining divine balance regardless. So this could be in the physical sense. So someone is trying to overcome or bypass judgment and justice on the physical plane. In the spiritual plane, Temperance is already balanced. The Temperance card here, meaning it's already done in the spirit world. So just because it hasn't happened yet, there will be an end to something. With the Chariot card here, the Chariot is a wish fulfilled. It is moving forward. With the Moon here, the full moon, it's a cold moon, right? Today, it's the cold moon, and it's a super moon. So, and I think it's in Sagittarius. It's in Sagittarius. So there's a lot of things going to be revealed at this time. It will bring in the Tower. Okay, it'll bring in the Tower. But this is a Tower that this couple knows. It's the Hierophant and the High Priestess. It's you have to overcome things. You have to experience life. You have to just keep on going, whatever this is. We are fighting, yes, in the physical plane, but we're also spiritually at war, sometimes with ourselves, sometimes with others, sometimes, it's our ancestors. Right here with the Moon card, it's a lot of, I want to say, paranormal activity at this time. But right here, this is that of angels. It's that of spirit guides. It's that of a higher power with the Hierophant and the High Priestess here. This is a couple very tuned into each other. It's a very healing energy. It's a very healing energy. It's a sun energy. Did I say that earlier? Yeah, the sun gives you, revitalizes you. And with this High Priestess here and the Hierophant, it's earth. It's contracts here on the earthly plane, but it also in the spiritual realm. And with the High Priestess here, it's the all-knowing, a deep knowing of what's to come, of what is going to happen. So with this right here, it's like there might be an earthquake or something. I want to say that right now. I'm getting a feeling of an earthquake. I don't know why. A natural cause of shaking. Something like the Tower, yeah. Like the Tower. So, and it's also a new beginning. It can be metaphor. It could be in the spiritual world. Coming down, because the Hierophant is bringing it down, and the High Priestess here bringing something to light, bringing being still in this moment, knowing your role and what you need to play in it, and keeping that close to your chest, because it's the contract that you hold with the divine. It's the divine contract. With the Eight of Wands here. It's a full moon. It's a purple moon, so it's a connection to the divine. It's purple, so it's your third eye. It is your third eye. Someone right here is going through an ego death right now. Someone's going through an ego death. There is the eagle here, and someone's really thinking about, yeah, you see how this card here, how there's this golden guy, and then there's a guy sitting down in the shadow, and then to the right there's like a fetus. It's like yeah, not knowing who you are, or how you got to this place, or how you got to a certain how something played out. Hi, you going for a drive? Have fun. Bye, babes. Woo! She's so cute. So the Three of Swords here, it's like a fetus, like a baby. You see, okay, so that's what I was, the baby is the light here. You see how this baby is the light, and then this little girl came, and she's like, hi. So cute. Her little bear beanie. Let's see what else we got. We got the moon. Three of Swords with the moon. So you're going to figure out a lot of things right now about heartache, about going deep, about figuring something about why things played out the way they played out. This is an ego death for us people. There's ancestors here. There's wearing your heart on your sleeve and putting those swords, you know, with this moon here. You see that moon? It's so beautiful. And look at those faces here. But see, inside there's people. You see? It's like the masks. I said that. You can see through the masks. This is the moon. The moon is consciousness. The moon is the unknown. The moon is secret and the subconscious. It's like you can see people's subconscious minds. That's what freaks them out. Holy shit. Seven of Swords. Breaking out of that. People are trying to you know, breaking out of that mask, breaking out of that box, breaking free from something. There's people watching, though. There's people watching. You see these eyes above this right here. People see the deception. People see people are seeing the deception and wanting to bypass judgment and fucking justice. That's what this is. The star. Excuse me. The star card. Purple. Your crown chakra is highly activated right now. I said the connection with the moon. The connection with the moon and you is like E.T. and Elliot. You see how this connection right here with the crown, and you see the tippy tip of that, and like all this stuff. It's like that star right there. That star right here is the what happens when the divine and you tap into the divine, and the divine taps into you. Yeah. Princess of Wands here. There's something very ethereal about you. There's something very transparent as well. Again, with the DNA, you see how her legs are like the spiral of the DNA, and the codes here. Her hands are up. The wand is free. Wow. The wand is over her. Something magical, mysterious. I said that already. Something magical, mysterious. What I say? What did I write down? Said. Mystical, mysterious, and magical within yourself. This, this is what that is. And again, the connection to the divine. You're a very fiery person. You have a lot of fire, but you're also very grounded. Your DNA, you have a lot of, your hands are very powerful, starting from your wrist up. Also, there is something wrong with someone's elbow. I don't know what that means, but your cells are transforming at this time. You see how right here she's purple, and it's not yet purple. So this is what's coming. Like, this is your cells regenerating. This has something to do with the connection to the planets right now. I'm looking at the star card. It's something very electric, very, very electric. Something is happening electricity wise. You got alien here. Very fiery energy. You're very different. You're very different. You have codes. You don't need much. You're very a minimalist. You don't need much to survive. Again, with the DNA, you see how the DNA. Oh, what's up? Hold on. Oh, shit. Hold up. Here, see the DNA right there, right in the inside? It's like this is within you. This is something that's being activated at this time. There's, like I said, something with the planets, something with the planets, something with the planetary alignment right now, that has this activation going on. Wait. Hold up. Okay. Sorry. I can't even see that. Anyways, all right, so something with the planetary alignment right now is it going on. Hold on. The full moon. Something's being activated with the full moon. With the Queen of Wands here, I feel like it's a transformation with the Ten of Swords coming out of something that you feel, you know, it's an ego death. Look at it. He's coming out of his own body. Like, it's an ego death. And it may not be an ego per se, just maybe coming out of some cycle. Yeah, because the moon cycle. Coming out of a cycle that that takes time to heal. Healing is, you know, yeah, the wheel. This is a cycle ended. This is something that you decide on doing. This is very, very intense, whatever this is. You have a lot of energies around you, but these energies are beautiful. They're celestial beings. They're I'm reading this book. Hold up. What is wrong with my phone? I had to get a new phone too, you guys. Oh my God, you don't even know. My old phone just fucking died and like never turned on. And so, what was it, 2-3 days ago? I had to drop everything and drop $200 on a new phone. What the fuck? Anyways, but you see this card right here? This person, there's a person right here. Hold up. Oh, yeah. You see that person right there? It's like these are ancestral lines too as well. These are celestial beings. They're from, I'm telling you, there's something about the stars and the planets. Like, where you from, SA? Where you from, SA? Where you from, Holmes? Like, I'm from the stars, motherfucker. Like, I don't know. It's something to that effect. It's just, yeah, Four of Swords. You're very at peace with, ay, Dios mío. lot of phone calls I'm getting, so you might be getting distractions or whatever, things getting taken care of on the side, through from other people, through you, which is a beautiful thing. It's about trust, it's about communication, it's about making things work out regardless of the situation, making the best of things, and just enjoying the people that are around you. I feel like this activation was heavy though. I feel like, look, look at these swords. Like, it was heavy. It had you pinned down, but it was for a fucking reason. Like, oh my God. It was for a reason. It's like a morphing, you know? It's like a morphing, like you are such a powerful people, like you're powerful people. Look at her. She's pregnant. She embodies, she grows things. She's a pentacle. She is very upfront, forward, blunt, honest, truthful, no matter if it hurts or if it makes her look bad. That is true growth. That is true, being true to yourself in every way, shape, and form. And regardless if you humiliate yourself or fall or, anything. Like, that's life, Embrace that shit. It teaches you um, how to become a stronger person within, you know. In softball, you just walk that shit off. If you get hurt, you twist your ankle, walk that shit off, bitch. Like, come on, you got this? The Nine of Wands here again, Princess of Cups. You've elevated. There's this. It's purple again. You've shed a lot of negative. I don't know, negative thoughts in your head. Maybe. It's like electric. When you touch a balloon and your hair stands up? Like, that's what this is. There's something electrifying about the energy that you stand in. You're very it's like you're very light, but it's not light in a way of weight. It's very floaty. It's ethereal, but on this plane. You have spirit guides working in your favor, in the spiritual world. This is the portal. You see that little portal right there? They're being protected. You're being protected. You're in that portal. This is your spirit guide. He's fucking Karate Kid. Oh, yeah, that's my other download. I heard, yes, Sensei. Remember Karate Kid, how the sensei at the dojo was in his face, and he's like, yes, Sensei. I feel like there's an energy like that around a person. It's like they're getting scolded, or they're getting, it's like having someone in charge of them, but it has to be a personal family member or someone close to them that feels that they can, that they have to take it, that type of, I want to say punishment, but it's also taking it because they would have nothing else. It's like being abused. 10 of Pentacles here. 10 of Pentacles, being protected. I'm telling you, being protected by your ancestors. You see, look at them. You're just here chilling, and you're just so protected with this violet here. It's like you're surrounded by energetic and energy, celestial energy. 7 of Pentacles here, putting things to rest. This is what I get from this. Putting things to rest, organizing things, getting things in order for what's to come. I know there's a lot of obstacles that has been going on this year, but pushing through them and trying to still move forward the best you can with the momentum that you have. Yeah, leaving things behind. Five of Cups, emotionally. Things that don't feed your mind, nourishment in a good way, things that make you feel as though you're missing out on something that's not good for you, but they want, yes. And it's a way of manipulating, like, oh, I'm the best you're ever gonna have, or whatever the fuck. Like, if that was the case, then we wouldn't be feeling like the Five of Cups, right? So with the Six of Swords here, you see how that's, I said the mouse and the horse. You see how this is like master, yes, sensei. It's like unlock the fetus. Yes, sensei. There's a fetus here, you see? Another fetus, boom, at the top. It's protecting your inner child as well. Protecting your inner child. Death here. There's a lot of things coming to an end. 1977 could be relevant. You see that? I don't know if you can see that, but it's 01. I want to say it's a 977. 1977 can be relevant. And the sun. And the sun at the bottom of the deck. Beautiful. Fiery energy. Fiery energy. Believe in yourself. Do not sway. Do not fold. Do not give in. You know, we would, you know, I wouldn't mind. There's a lot of women that would love a man to take the lead. However, if you're going to, I'm just not the type of person to, there's a way to be dominant and powerful in a way that's not demeaning and, manipulative, in a way that's like, putting someone down or making them feel less than, or just like, if someone was to do that for me, to me, I would just be like, go fuck yourself. Like, that's not a way to fucking have me submit to you. Like, that's like the opposite of like, that you're doing the opposite. Like, you don't people will submit through fear, because those people are unsure of themselves. Those people are fearful. Those people have, they carry trauma of like being left out, being alone, having no family, having no friends, having no sense of self, and not wanting to, they have that fear of missing out and shit. And it's like, no, I rather, it's and people who know themselves and who don't, it's about respect as well. Like, if you want me, yeah, having the strength to stand your ground and not engage with people that want to assert dominance through manipulation and fear tactics and just negativity, and just try to instill fear or try to make you feel less than what you are. And that says a lot about that person or those people, rather more than about yourself, because people that do that are very insecure. People that do that are fear of losing control. That's why they want to gain control. And it shows a lot about their insecurities and how they feel about themselves, and how they have to be that way in order to feel powerful. you can be powerful in many ways and not be that, you know, and not treat people like that in order to whatever your agenda is or whatever the game is, that because it is a game to you, obviously. And you think people think that, you know, that it's like, you know, there's those types of people who trust no one, like, and everybody's the same. And you know, and it's just kind of wild how, like, it must be hard to live life like that. I would struggle. I would struggle. Like, the vision that people have about life, about people, is so limited and so focused on that or those things that, like, they can't see anything else outside of that. And that must be a horrible way to live, like, honestly. Like, I pray for those people. I wish you well. I hope things work out. But, like, you know, no buts. I hope things work out. You know, it's scary to know that people's mentality and vision of view of people in the world and things are very, very outdated and just small and hopeless, and, you know, and negative, and just kind of let life bring you to that place where it's like you're in a box and you can't see anything but those four walls. Like, what is this? King of Pentacles. Someone that is a very slow-moving energy, but has their shit together. Yay. That's coming to an end. Slow-moving energy is coming to an end. Yeah, working very hard on breaking that cycle of with the Magician here. With the Magician in the chart. Yeah, moving forward. Yes, okay. Moving forward quickly. That slowness of that slow momentum, that slow moving energy will be no longer, because there is things, a wish fulfillment being answered and given to by the universe to move forward quickly, swiftly, with the ancestors here from a past life. Okay, so giving and taking, it's like you're protected from the ancestors and you have a lot of protection and you're very abundant. It's going to be working together with people, and that taking a new direction, a new path with action. With action, swift action. Knight of Cups. You're a magnet. You're a magnet. Yes, you're abundant. You're healing. And the moon here, it's like healing the subconscious, healing the Christ consciousness. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, having new ideas. King of Wands. All right. King of Wands, Knight of Wands, just moving forward. You're a king. Like, it's like you've mastered some type of action, taking action. You've mastered this aspect of balance, of healing. You've mastered the patience of the physical world, of people, of life, of things. You know, you're not in a rush to, you know, get things so quickly, because you know good things come to those who wait. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you guys for being here. My name is Delana. I leave you with health, wealth, and happiness, peace, love, and harmony. I hope you enjoy your day. I will be back soon. I propose that we do something. We go live for the new year. I think I went live last New Year. But yeah, we go live. We go live and we have, you know, fruity beverage. And like the day before New Year's, or like, you know, something like that. Yeah, I say we do that. We can all chit chat. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you guys for being here. My name is Delana. This is Inward Revolution. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for everything. Thank you for your patience. Love you. Take care. Bye.